I'm Ben Talisnik, and I'm currently a sophomore at Pikesville High.
I'm Carson Fruman, and I'm a sophomore at St. Paul's.
Evan Lowson, I'm a sophomore at Pikesville High, and we are Look Trashy.
Our company, Look Trashy, is developing a recycled plastic accessory line, currently bracelets and suicide wrists, to encourage teens to take action in helping with the ocean cleanup. As you can see, there are pictures of our bracelets and also right.
So our problem is that the Baltimore Harbor, the appearance is affected by the trash and also the wildlife, the food supply, and tourism. We've contacted a local restaurant, Uzo Bay, who has a restaurant on the harbor. They said that their business is affected from the trash instead of outdoor seating. A lot of people don't want to go there. Our target market is people who want to support the Baltimore Harbor restoration and people who want to support ocean cleanup worldwide. Also people who want to help the environment and style. And how we are doing this is by upcycling plastic into accessories and bracelets like these. So some other interesting facts though is that 100,000 or more marine animals die every year from plastic. 2.2 billion plastic bottles are thrown out every year, and 8 million metric tons of plastic end up in the ocean yearly. This helps put into perspective how big of a problem this is and how it can affect species in the ocean and the ecosystem. Jewish values that connect to our company. The first one is Baal Tashi. This one's related to the environment. This is about not destroying the world and how it's our responsibility to not waste stuff and throw it away and litter it. So it's just connected to our company because instead of throwing away plastic or littering it, we're using it to make bracelets and other accessories. Next, Jewish value is Tikkun Olam. This is a more general value, just about preparing the world overall, not just the environment. So this is about helping people and other parts of the world, such as like other problems between like countries and stuff. But this is also related to our company because it's overall just helping repair the world, making sure that we help sustain the environment.
So we've already sold some bracelets to some parents and teens in the local area, and we went to Hunt Valley Town Center during like our little like meetup in the beginning of the year, and we interviewed people walking around, and we were trying to find our target audience and like who we would sell these bracelets to. So we found out that they were mostly teens and they were female, but there were also some males. So specifically, I interviewed a 16-year-old female who was interested in helping like our problem, and she was I guess she was like on the verge of like doing something on her own because she was mad about like all the trash in the harbor and how it smelled. And she like told me a story about her family, how they went there and they saw people leaving, and like usually there's like paddle boating in the harbor, and she was mad because like no one could do it because there was so much trash. And we also did a Google survey also to find out who our audience was, and we found out that it was females and they were teens. So our idea at the start was to use these 4 machines which would shred the plastic, and basically it acted as a 3D printer which would make our little beads to make our bracelet. And we found out that it was really expensive to build the machines and like use them. It was also time consuming because it was a long process, and it was really inconsistent. So our idea now, which we use currently to make these bracelets, is a lot more efficient and less time consuming. So we use a hair dryer or a candle and pliers. So we would cut the bottle up to make strips, and then we mold them into these little beads, which I'll get more into later. And that would eventually form these bracelets that we have.
So we assume that people want to buy our bracelets if they're fashionable. One of our competitors, Loci, sells bracelets currently for $20. We've seen that their marketing and how their bracelets are fashionable. They've been able to sell a lot of bracelets. We've also can assume that others will want to buy the bracelets if they believe that it supports a great cause. Another one of our competitors, Harley, has worked with companies like Adidas, and they've actually made shoes out of recycled plastic. And we've seen they made it like out of different colorways, and we've seen that these colorways included with plastic and worked properly, they've actually sold better than the actual other colorways that didn't have plastic in them. We've also kind of seen that working by hand actually takes a lot of time. It includes like a lot of people. We don't have machines yet. We don't have the money for machines, so it takes a lot more time. Our revenue stream. So for each bracelet, it costs $8 to make. 75% of that goes back to us as our profit, and the rest is it takes to produce each bracelet. In the future, we intend to increase the cost of the bracelet to $10, and for each bracelet sold, we want to donate $2 back to ocean cleanup projects such as Mr. Trashy and other projects like that. We also, in the future, we will have to include costs for cleaning the plastic if we do get it from Mr. Trashy, because it's not going to be like it's going to be too dirty for us to use our bracelets.
So just the process on how to make the bracelets. It's a little hard to see in the picture, but our mentor, Mr. Lunkin, is actually coloring the plastic strips to make like different colors. Right now we're only focusing on green and clear because those are the easiest bottles we've gotten. And so he's coloring. Ben he's stringing the beads in the bracelets, and Evan in the back is using the hairdryer to mold it. So basically, he takes the pliers and grabs the plastic and swirls it up and holds it over the heat. We also found out that candles are also more efficient because it's a lot hotter. So you would hold it over the heat and it eventually melt and harden. And from there, you take it off the pliers and string it into the bracelets. So in terms of like advertising, we have an Instagram, but it's slowly getting there. We were also thinking about talking to like schools and stuff and clubs, and hopefully someday we could partner with them, and during the day they could sell our bracelets during the school day.
We've also brought some extra bracelets to pass around.
So our next steps, we want to create and sell more bracelets. As you can see, we have a few bracelets that we just handed out that we plan to sell in the near future. We want to work with Mr. Trashwell and other local schools and businesses to get more plastic so we can make or have a higher production of each bracelet. I know that my school, Pexel High, currently at the end of the day they go around to each classroom and they collect all the plastic and the recycling from each class, so we can work with them to get their recycling. We want to get more students involved. We want to have them volunteer and have them help us make bracelets. I know that at St. Paul's they have a recycling club, and we can engage teens in helping us with making each bracelet. And they can also get service hours in return for helping us. We want to donate, as included with the revenue stream, we want to donate back to projects including Mr. Trashville and the Ocean Cleanup Project, so that we can help them and they can help us with our goals. Thank you.